Shivaya. Hara Hara Boli. Namah Shivaya. Gangadhara Shiva Gangadhara. Hara Boli Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Boli Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Mahayogi on the way of Dharma 108. Today I will speak about Lord Saturn. Lord Saturn is one of the 9 grahas, the 9 grapples in Hinduism. The grapples, what do they grapple? They grapple your attention. So Lord Saturn is one of those that grapple the attention of the human beings or the souls on a long journey. It is 2025, July 30th. It is Saturn Retrograde. We are currently in Saturn Retrograde. In Hinduism, Saturn is known as Lord Shani, and I've learned a few things about Lord Shani, and I will talk about some of the miraculous things that happened as a result of Lord Shani sadhana early in my spiritual journey and even now. The way of Mahayogi is a channel which discusses spiritual topics and occult lectures. Basically, we have high vibrational spiritual conversations, which are satsangs, and we talk about that which is not spoken about in the public spheres. Let me remind you quickly before we start this lecture. First of all, there were people alive before your current identity. There will be people alive long or shortly after the existence of your identity. There were far greater people in the ancient times who achieved far greater things than what your current identity has achieved. Don't get caught up. 100 years from now, all that you've achieved, all that you are boasting about, it will be insignificant. Some of the people who will be alive 100 years from now, 50 years from now, they won't even know your identity has existed. So do not get caught up. This reality is not that important to a point whereby we lose ourselves, we lose the virtues of our soul, powers of our soul, simply because we are trying to protect this reality. You can have a beautiful car, beautiful house, you can have a beautiful face, beautiful body, beautiful health. At the end of the day, we are all going to die. Nothing is greater than death. Nothing can escape death. There's siddhas who are eternal in their name, in our memory, but they are not eternal on this physical plane. There's yogis from ancient times who've achieved far greater things than what we can aspire or imagine in this lifetime. Still, some of these yogis have been forgotten. Some of them has chosen to live secluded and chosen not to be remembered. So whatever that you are clinging on to right now, please do remember that it will be insignificant in a few years. So this is the teaching of Lord Saturn. So talking about Lord Saturn is one of the 9 Navagrahas, or the grahas, which grapple attention. These grahas are actually, I would like to liken it to CCTV that is capturing all that you do. These grahas are put in place to monitor your spiritual progress, to compensate you accordingly or punish you accordingly. To basically, these are the energies. First of all, the energies that build up or make up your entire being. Remember, in the previous video I spoke about karma, how it creates you, the certain features that you have, the energetic circulations. So these energetic circulations, partly they are these grahas. Yes, Samuel, my name is Mahayogi Asanest Fire. Greetings. I'm sorry for I'm not ignoring you. Please don't be impatient, please don't be angry. I notice you. I just don't want to forget my train of thought. So these grahas are part of your energetic makeup. They create you according to how you are, or rather your identity according to how you are right now. So these grahas are in actuality tattvas. A tattva is something internal. It's an integral part or of your makeup. Now I'm going to ignore you. So these grahas, they compensate or punish accordingly. So the grahas do that. They monitor your karma and they compensate you or punish you accordingly. So now we've reached the part where we speak about this planet Saturn. Saturn, or Shani, is a balancer of karma, the Lord of justice, the Lord of those who are cripples or those who are disabled. Shani is also the father of the blacksmiths, or those who do metal work or iron work. Shani's metal is iron. Shani in your body is responsible for your bones, the hard part, or rather that part which is tamasic in your nature, is under Shani's rule. Shani balances karma accordingly. Shani is that powerful. Shani has a numerical value of number 8. Number 8 in Western esotericism symbolizes infinity. Karma is in actuality infinite. Shani is the pendulum that swings back and forth in rhythmic order. Shani, when he gazes in your direction, you will feel according to your karmas. In this Saturn retrograde, it is very, very vital that we do Shani sadhana. Why? Because we want to remove that negative karma and substitute it for a positive karma. Why would we want to do that? We want to better ourselves spiritually, physically, and mentally. So retrogrades are times where there's a window or an opening where you can do your sadhana or your spiritual works with little effort and almost maximum benefit. Lord Shani, it is said in some of the stories, once gazed upon Lord Ganesha, and that's how Lord Ganesha lost his human form, meaning his human face. So when Shani gazes on you, you lose parts of your egotistical identity. You understand? When it's time for you, or when it's time for Lord Shani to collect the debt of your karma, you will lose the egotistical parts of you. Lord Shani, according to my sadhana, I would say is also the father of time, but I can't confirm that for sure. But this is how I intuitively interpret his energy as I have been working with him. Okay, I need to get rid of this idiot. So Lord Shani is the father of those that are disabled and blacksmiths. In the books of Dolores Cannon, she speaks about the souls that come into this physical plane and choose to actually be or have an identity of those that are cripples or disabled. It is said that only the strongest and bravest souls choose an incarnation as a cripple or a disabled person. Lord Shani is the father of those because in some cases the souls that are born as cripples are actually souls that need to balance karma in a certain way. If you ask me, existing as such is one of the most traumatic endeavors that you can take as a soul. You become handicapped mentally and physically. There's some things that you can do. Yes, sir. There's some things that you can. Let me see. Yeah, let me show this one. Yeah. But that one who prays and thinks it's fair to pray on this channel while we speak, the most interesting things will get rid of him. So yes, it's one of the worst existences that you can take as a soul, and therefore only those that are very, very brave incarnate as such. The subject of karma is very, very important because this is where we have things like destiny swapping. So let me make an example to show about the existence of Lord Shani before I talk about destiny swapping. Have you went through a time in your life where you are miserable, where you have less resources, where regardless of what you do, things seem to be going off course, and they thank you. I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry, and thank you for answering that I am Hindu. Thank you. If you like the topic, thank you. Yes, I think it's wow me or wow me. Yes, yes. I was saying, what was I saying? You see now, Mercury is dealing with me. So yes, the example, when you've went through such a phase in your life, suddenly you are lonely, there's no one by your side, there's nothing that seems to be going fine. What happens is that in that state, you start to behave um in a good way, or you start developing good manners and good virtues. And this happens instinctively. All of a sudden, people that come to you for favors, you give them what they require or what they ask for or what they request. Suppose maybe someone or a friend of yours borrows something from you, you do it wholeheartedly. Suppose maybe somebody comes to you and wants your support, and you are in that state, you will go over and beyond to support this person. There's things that you do that are noble at that time where you are. Yes, yes, yes. I've read the Bhagavad Gita. I've been reading it even in the beginning of the year when I was going through these times that I'm talking about. So the instinctive thing that happens in such times or on such periods is that you behave noble, you develop a noble character. Yes, it's mind blowing, especially the part where it talks about Varna Sankara. Yes, and look at our society today. Anyway, so you start developing these traits, you start helping people. Do you know why you start developing those traits? Your soul knows at that time that there's something that you need to do, which is good for you to balance out the negativity that brought you into that situation that you are in. So Lord Shani is responsible for that. He will come like a thief in the night and force you to bring out these good qualities about yourself so that you can clean your karma, so that you can clear your karma. People, when they are in a hard situation, when they are down and out, they start to be kind. They lose their pride, they lose their egotistical behavior. It's due to Shri Shanishcharai. Now, talking about the Bhagavad Gita, I do read the Bhagavad Gita. I love it. Um, it's a very, very beautiful spiritual book. However, there's institutions like ISKCON that are really conning the nation and corrupting Sanatana Dharma. Anyway, let us continue. You start developing these qualities, and then there's the aspect. Thank you for subscribing. This is so cool. You start to develop these qualities. So now let's talk about destiny swapping. You know, when you develop good karma, it is possible for some idiots to come and capitalize on your good karma. Now I will use a few analogies to try and give you an idea of what I'm talking about. There's celebrities who are currently famous, and then when you follow their story, there's actually a rival, or rather an influence behind them. And this successful celeb was in actuality a rival to this innovator, or the one who has more influence. And then the one who has more influence suddenly doesn't make it, doesn't become successful. And then the imposter makes it. Like the story of 50 Cent. 50 Cent actually capitalized on the real 50 Cent, who was a gangster, who was famous at that time, and people loved him because he was charismatic and had all these qualities. So 50 Cent heard about this guy and took his name. So now 50 Cent is flourishing because of this energy of this guy. That's an example of destiny swapping. There's also another celebrity, Rick Ross. The real Rick Ross was in actuality involved in drug trades and drug trafficking. So he was that famous and that powerful and affluent. So Rick Ross then took that name and took it to the media, and then that's how he came to be the current Rick Ross that we know. So this destiny swapping, it's something which is there, you understand, and it happens mainly or largely because you find people who have good karma, or when you develop good karma, suddenly your life falls into place, and then you meet with idiots that you share a life with and you are so close with, and because you are close with spiritually or astrally, there's cords that connect you with those individuals, and then they are able to take in your good karma or your energy into their lives, and then all of a sudden everything starts running smoothly in their lives. It happens very much in relationships. Africans, they like witchcraft too much. They actually do this consciously, using witchcraft and black magic to actually steal the destiny of another individual. This is where you get sadhanas, like people stealing sexual fluids, like people stealing certain belongings or clothing articles of certain individuals. It's for this destiny swapping. So Lord Shani, I don't know how Lord Shani is, but in such a case, when you are being attacked with black magic, it's like they give you the negative side of Shani, and then Shani looks at you and gazes upon you. It's like karma can be fooled for a certain time span. It can be fooled and it can be turned against you, so that you reap the negative benefits of, or the negative repercussions, not benefit, because if I say benefit, it's an oxymoron. So you can reap the negative repercussions of someone's negative karma, or rather someone's doing. When they do something to you magically, Shani can almost be fooled for quite a while into making you go through these hardships and all that stuff. So we've come to the conclusion of this video. There's nothing more that I can say about this subject, but Lord Shani is very, very powerful. Don't underestimate such. Lord Shani is there to monitor our karma. Lord Shani is by far one of the most revered grahas in the Navagraha. I will talk about Rahu in the next video. You see these Chaya grahas, these shadow malefics. Anyway, I just affirm that some of my subscribers don't have to endure the wrath of these malefic grahas, Chaya grahas. Anyway, we've come to the conclusion of this video. Let us close it with a chanting of Shani and an affirmation just to remove negative karma. Om Sham Shanaiscaraya Namaha. Om Sham Shanaiscaraya Namaha. Om Sham Shanaiscaraya Namaha. I remove all my negative karma. I remove all my negative karma. I remove all my negative karma. Om Sham Shanaiscaraya Namaha. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please like if you haven't liked, and share this live with whoever you think might benefit from this. If you want further information about courses, about consultations, you can email me at arsonist.fya@gmail.com. It's arsonist.fya@gmail.com. You can send PayPal donations to the same email, and then you can also donate here on YouTube. Thank you. Om Namah Shivaya.